Hey Capricorn, how are you doing? This reading is for Capricorn for the month of June, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Keep in mind this is a general read. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website. You can check out the options there. Also, a shout out and a thank you for all the ways that you like, share, and subscribe. I couldn't do these readings without all your wonderful support, so thank you so much. I'm so truly grateful. What is going on for the fabulous and most amazing Capricorns? What do you need to know? What do you need to see for your highest good? Present time, the 9 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. What's coming towards you, the 3 of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. What you are focused on is the 2 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. In your blocked and challenged position is the 8 of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And your outcome is the High Priestess. Major Arcana for Pisces. Let's read that as Cancer. Okay. Capricorn, let's clarify this and find out what is going on. Present time, you have the 9 of Wands. And the 9 of Wands is hardworking. You've been through a lot of battles, and there is nothing that you can't get through. There isn't anything that the universe is going to throw towards your way that you can't persevere or handle. This is also about you making a new plan, mapping something out, or there is something about socialization. So getting together with your gal pals, your buds. This could also be an invitation or barbecue. You know, 9 of Wands can also be an energy of resilience or a need for you when you feel bright-eyed and bushy-tailed to take action, or there is an element if you feel tired and beat up and burnt out, you need to take some rest. So discipline, boundaries with rest. And when you feel bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, there is something about collaboration or socialization. 9 of Wands can also be, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of what? So right here, letting go of one wand and pursuing something new. These could be new friendships or socialization groups. And there is an element of purging baggage. This is emotional baggage. It means you're still emotionally attached to a person, place, or a situation, even though there could be an element of resisting on changing your dynamic, or there is no changing this person, right? So you might as well focus on some kind of uplifting type of positive energy. 9 of Wands is also, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of my job. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of feeling burnt out. Give yourself permission to take a day off. Maybe socialization is draining your battery. Maybe people in your social setting is a drainage to you. So you're taking a pause and looking at this. What is this 9 of Wands? It's the wounded warrior. And the 3 of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And the 3 of Pentacles is about collaboration and teamwork, co-creating with spirit, or there is something about mapping something out. Working well with other individuals. You have good input, this other person has good input, and there is something about apprenticeship or being the teacher. Maybe teaching is actually burning you out. But there is something about listening and talking. You learn more by listening. So allow people to just talk. I feel like somebody here is trying to over-explain themselves. 3 of Pentacles is also a blockage, like resisting on collaborating, but you're burnt out. So teamwork makes the dream work. Ask for help and support. There is also something about doing some kind of collaboration or a work party, something about a work party, working with a friend. What is this 3 of Cups? Finding a nice balance between your social life and your work life. And the Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Queen of Pentacles is about generosity, abundance, prosperity, looking good, feeling good, dressed to impress. So you could get all dressed up and go out to some kind of celebration or party. And, you know, Queen of Pentacles is also very generous and boundaries. So knowing when to go out, have fun, but having also a nice bedtime routine. Or this can also be looking at your finances, overspending, overeating, overindulging, over-sharing. So do an element of lean back, listen more, and let other people talk. What is this Two of Wands? I'm not saying you can't talk. I'm just saying if you're feeling burnt out, you can still go to this social event. But there's something about listen more. Listen more, you'll learn a lot. What is this? Good news regarding your finances as well. Protecting something that you're creating, a foundation, a strong bond here. What is this Two of Wands? Making plans. And the Four of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And the Four of Cups is detaching from one situation. And the Four of Cups is also watch the distractions. So who are you distracted on? So there's 3 cups right here. So distracted on social media, distraction on doom scrolling. You could also be distracted on what this person is doing and what you're doing versus this person. And then here it's like an offer is being offered from you, but you're kind of like meh. So like I said, if you're feeling energetically burnt out, or there is something about networking, teamwork here, I feel like there is something about a team that is burning you out as well. And then here is like watching this. There also could be somebody who wants to offer you something, but they're afraid that they're going to be rejected by you, or even afraid to approach you. I'm also getting an element of bored, discontent, and disappointed in some kind of circumstance in your life. The milk has expired. It means you've overstayed, overspent, overinvested in a person, a situation, and then this is where you're like, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of what? So you have the capability, you can network with whoever you want to network with, and you can place boundaries. And I'm also getting this is my picky. So somebody who is picking you apart, or this person also could also be very nitpicky. So a picky poodle. This can also be somebody who is always complaining. So no matter what you do, this person always has a complaint. Maybe that's what you do for work and career. Like you're trying to keep the peace with all elements, with people in parties. Or don't get distracted because you can miss some kind of great invitation. Or if you lean back, instead of you doing all the talking, listen more. Because see, listening more, you're actually hearing things. Or maybe you'll see this cup. 6 of Pentacles, reciprocity, sharing and caring, giving and receiving. 6 of Pentacles is also giving selflessly of self. But if you're giving and giving and giving and giving to a person, place, or a situation, are you getting anything in returns? I'm also getting about cleaning. So this could be cleaning out your garage or cleaning out your cupboards. And then there's a donating. This is also receiving some kind of leg up. Receiving or donating or getting some kind of leg up. This can also be paying down debt. Reaping what you have sown, and you've sown good seeds. There's some kind of information you're reading, but you're keeping it hidden. There also could be something about a secret admirer or a secret investment. And you're like, don't distract me right now. I'm working on this. And then this person feels a little bit like boohoo, poor me. But what about me? 8 of Cups. What are you supposed to be detaching from? Baggage. Emotional baggage, skeletons in the closet, guilt, blame, shame, anything. Going towards something that is emotionally satisfying and fulfilling. There also could be somebody who walked away from you. Now this person is returning. So an offer. It's like a ghost reappears. The ghoster. and the Five of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And the fives in the tarot signifies change. So change and purge is a need for you to unload baggage. But there is something about conflict or people projecting competition. And this could be people competing for your time as well, like time and energy. But just watch, because you might be running yourself too thin. I'm also getting an energy of a person who walked away from you or even ghosted you. This person is in a place of inadequacy, or there is something about a loss of passion, a loss of attraction, a loss of fighting with this person. Like you're not interested in doing it anymore. I'm also getting something about change, a change in view. See how this person has their head down? It almost feels like this person feels guilty for something. See, because now they're looking at you. It almost feels like you're unstoppable about some kind of situation. The High Priestess. This is also trust your gut feelings and sacred knowledge and wisdom. It also can be something about tapping into your intuition. Like your first gut feeling about a situation, stick with that because you're probably right. But this can also be secrecy. Like there is something, some kind of information, secret information that you might know, or this person. So it could be a deceptive behavior towards this person. Somebody you had drama with. You haven't quite walked away from it emotionally because you're still kind of caught up in it. But there is something about like a new social invitation or something. Socialization. Treating people, or you are being treated. Wow. And the Knight of Cups. Somebody very charming, persuasive. I'm also getting something about the mystery or a secret creative project that you're working on. There also could be something about hopeless romantic. See how this person is looking up at another individual here? There's something about the poppies. Chivalry. Is chivalry dead? No. This can also be like a love letter. I'm also getting in pursuit of joy, pleasure, fun, happiness, but also keeping your privacy or a private party. And somebody here feels left out right here. What is this Nine of Wands and Three of Pentacles? Protecting your collaboration or protecting either a network or your net worth. So people are nosy, want to know how much you make. I always find it super interesting because I work part-time. And I always find this so rude because I would never say this to another individual, but people say it to me all the time. I work casual, so it means I'm on call. I can pick and choose whatever shifts I want to pick up. And they're like, wow, how do you make it as a single person working only casual? But really it's because I read tarot, but I also have other investments that I don't talk about, right? You don't talk about small talk, right? These are nosy. So there is an element of relax more and listen. But, you know, I try to just let them know that I kind of hype it up where I'm like, well, casuals make more money because you're not in a contract. And, you know, I work quite a bit. So it is kind of deceptive where I'm not being fully honest and transparent, but I don't have to be. It also feels like you're keeping your work life differently from your social life. But somebody here is either nosy or wants to hang out with you. I feel like this person ghosted you or walked away, or you had beef with this person. But this person is picky. Like they nitpick you apart, or there is something about an energetic drain. Like they're a drainage on you. And the Fool. Major Arcana 4, Aries. So whatever this baggage, decluttering of any kind of insecurities, or if there is any kind of competition, any kind of competitive market, You have to see yourself as the cat's meow, like that you already have it in the bag. I'm also getting something about simplicity, flexibility, adaptability. And here there is something about resisting on being flexible with going with the flow. There is also something about fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, where you're kind of putting up this element of like, somebody wants to come back in and collaborate with you and work with you. They see you out having fun, happy-go-lucky. They feel left out. Somebody here, see how this person has their head down and reading something? Write something more. There's something about writing something more. I wish I would have said this. And the Fool is about not having any expectations on an outcome. You're just going to go with the flow and see what happens. That means no fix attaching to any kind of situation on an outcome. You'll be disappointed every single time when you fixate or attach to a circumstance, right? This is feeling disappointed that something didn't go as planned. But if you would allow the universe just to surprise you, or here, move into a new networking type of a system, and you're kind of like hurt and wounded, I know, but this is about flexibility or high hopes. It's an optimistic approach. It's also a calculated risk. Right here, walking away and detaching is a calculated risk. You've already thought it out, but you're still emotionally attached to the drama. You don't have to be. Or you know that there's going to be drama and shish is going to hit the fan, and people are going to be projecting on, why are you doing that, Capricorn? Why are you buying your own business? Why are you a tarot reader? Like the questions, and it's irritating. I get it. But there is still an element of needing to purge. What is this Three of Cups and Queen of Pentacles? It almost feels like let the good times roll. Allow yourself to have fun and let loose. And the Two of Wands. Yeah, I'm going to make some plans here. I'm going to make some plans and I'm going to like it. This is also you having the key inside of you to be extremely successful in social settings. But there's also an element of listen more or relax more. There's also something about treating. So treating yourself to a 5-course meal and being in good company, having a couple drinks. You could also be overspending, over drinking, overindulging. Maybe you don't do that. Maybe it's time to do it. Maybe you're so bored in your routine that you need to spice up your life. It's like, what can I do to get out there? And then there's somebody here, you have your back turned to a situation. Or this is you watching people doing something that you want to do. If it's possible for this person, it's possible for you too. So watching somebody on social media sharing drinks and collaborating and doing what you want to do. But right here, it's like, here, just start. Take the cup. What is this? Two of Wands and Four of Cups. Emotionally bleh. Like, meh. I can do with or without. And the Queen of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And the Queen of Cups is heavily receptive, empathic, kind, gentle. Or there is something about counseling, therapy. And maybe that this is boring to you. Maybe you have been a therapist. Maybe you have been a counselor. Or you're feeling like you're not being heard, or this person as well. I'm also getting a very moody mother. So somebody here who is very picky in their ways, picky eater, picky poodle, picking you apart. A change in heart. But stop the complaining, or stop comparing your life to this person's life. Or maybe this person has been rejected in the past, so it's almost like they're afraid to offer you something. Doesn't have to be a mother. Disappointing news possibly coming from this Queen of Cups. Eight of Cups. Where are you walking towards? Three Swords. Heartbreak, separation, a breakup, sadness. What is this Eight of Cups and Five of Wands? Confliction. I also feel like you have a few energies around you right here, but there's something about a split of like not seeing eye to eye with a person, can't get on the same page, but you want to. Or somebody here is a ghost. This person has like inconsistency, or they're conflicted, low self-esteem. That can also be you needing to create your own emotional happiness. Queen of Cups is also my people pleaser mentality. It means making everybody around you happy, and at the end of the day, you're running on fumes. It is also not actually asking for what it is that you need. So then instead, you don't get your needs met and you complain about it. I'm also getting an element of somebody who doesn't really ask what they need. They just go with the flow, and then they're like, well, I didn't want that. So this person needs to speak up. What is this Eight of Cups and Five of Wands? Conflicted on walking away, detaching. It almost feels like your stomach is in a knot, or somebody here. And the Seven of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Okay, so you have the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Wands. The Seven of Cups is scattered energy, mixed feelings, mixed emotions, or there's procrastination. Not all these cups are good for you. I'm also getting somebody who walked away from you, who you either had a fight with, is either now fantasizing, dreaming, and visualizing of how to get back into your good books, or you are still, somebody here is either fantasizing, dreaming, there's something about limerence or confusion. Something about high emotions. So when emotions are running really high, intellect is very low. So it's really hard to make logic or the right decision for you. So that's why you're getting these mixed signals, mixed messages by an individual. There you go, the Lovers. This is Gemini energy. This is truth, clarity, vulnerability, authenticity, and a union, change in heart. But this can also be the bridge to any kind of connection is transparency, vulnerability, and authenticity. Does this work for me? And you're saying, yep, sure. But really, is it? Your needs won't get met that way. So you have to be like, you know what? Actually, I like my tea with triple chocolate, honey. And then you're like, oh, but I don't want to be too much work. Okay, well, you're going to get the short end of the stick if you don't ask for what it is that you want. Ask and you shall receive. There's a note here. Somebody has got a note for you. Or this can also be like poetry, music, the rhythm. What floats your boat? A secret lover? Or a secret work that you do. Trust your gut feeling. The first gut feeling that you get is probably correct. And the Devil. Major Arcana 4, Capricorn. Well, there you are standing in your power. And that can just be you in an element. But I also feel like there could be some kind of codependency, alcoholism, drug addiction, sex addiction. Because this is deceptive behavior. Somebody here has information, whether that this is you that has information. I'm also getting somebody here where there's like a toxic bond, a toxic attachment. There is also jealousy or envy. And that's why you're getting this complaining. I'm also getting like procrastinating on detaching from a circumstance. Or here, this person is wearing a false mask, false persona. You're seeing through what is real and what is fake. And this could be either pride or ego, or somebody has masked feelings. There's the Lovers again. Next can also be something about overspending, over-drinking, overdoing it, overconsumption, workaholic syndrome, materialistic, or somebody here is very materialistic, or like wants to know your net worth before they work with you. That's not gonna fly. What is this High Priestess, Devil, and Knight of Cups? Also, if you are moving away from one situation, don't celebrate until you're actually out of the situation. Like finalization. This isn't final. This is fantasizing, dreaming, and visualizing of just walking away from some kind of drama or conflict. It's almost like you don't want to go through the tough part to get to the other side. But I'm also getting you're bored with some kind of love offer, or somebody here has an offer to give you. This is also somebody tempting you with a good time or a good offer or get rich quick scheme, right? So you're not going to take the bait on that either. What is this 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups, and 5 of Wands? And the 2 of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. 2 of Pentacles is my all work and no play, makes Johnny a dull boy. So in your blocked and challenged position is needing to make more time and space for the stuff that you actually want to do, and stop lying that you want to do them. So 2 of Pentacles is pros and cons to a situation. Not all these cups are good for you to invest in, and you know that. So what ones do you need to purge? I would say that if you go 8 minus 7 equals the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is peace, harmony, unconditional love. This is the cup. But you're so distracted on yesterday's garbage that you're not even seeing or being in the present moment. So it keeps you a prisoner of the same type of relationships or karmics. I'm also getting an energy of wishy-washy. Somebody here is comparing apples to oranges on your situation versus theirs. So this could be any kind of scenario. This could be you explaining, yourself, being vulnerable here. And this person cuts you off and then starts talking about all their problems. Like this could be, or this could also be an element of listen, because you're going to learn something about this person that you don't know anything about this person. They're going to open up to you if you would just listen. And it might be something that you've never heard from this person. 5 of Pentacles. Maybe this person had nothing. Or there is something about the codependency, bondage, lack of independence. This is also scarcity in finances. Somebody here is feeling like they're not good enough, they're not pretty enough, they're not sexy enough, they don't have enough money. They feel like they would be a disappointment to you, or if they say something vulnerable, but you want this person to be authentic. Or this could also be you, Capricorn, like, I got to take my mask off. I need to not be afraid here. Pros and cons, but you're not looking at the pros and cons. You need to weigh up your options. This is also mixed feelings. You're over here, you're over there, you're everywhere. So when you're all over the place, you can easily drop the ball. And then you're going to be like, why didn't I listen and collaborate or allow people to help me? You got to let people in. I'm afraid to, because I got burnt in my past. Again, you're still holding on to some kind of past shitty situation that somebody burned you. But this person is like wanting to open up. 5 of Pentacles and Justice. This is also let's clear the air. See how Justice is on your side? This is your past. This is the present. What can be your future? This is also getting justice for something that was not right, not fair. Fair and equal. And there's the King of Swords. Okay. Judge, lawyer, doctor, an attorney. So instead of complaining that, you know, I don't have the help, why not talk to a judge, a lawyer? There is something about doing things or rigidity by the book, or there is something that like is going to settle the score. But this is also all talking. And these are conversations that need to be had. This is also about fantasizing, dreaming, but you still have to write things down. Something about pros and cons. Pros and cons. You're getting another glimpse of a person you thought you knew. You thought you knew this person inside and out, but I feel like if you would let this person talk, they're just going to open up. See how you're just sitting here? Don't get distracted. Take your phone off silent, whatever you need to do. Because this person is going to say something. They might even tell you a story about their past. And you might have never heard this story before. And the only reason why they've never said this story is right here, is you get caught up in some kind of story that they're telling, and then you want to talk. I'm not blaming this on you. I've seen this happen where I have tried to explain myself, and then someone goes, oh yeah, you know what? One time when I was in blah, 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 and then you know what? It just falls on dead ears. It makes it all about that other person now. Right? The one-sided situation. I also feel like someone feels guilty here. Guilty for dating. It's almost like you feel like guilty for dating, even though some of you are single, because you're still focused on what if I said this right, or what if I did this right, or what if I, you know, would have just stayed in some kind of boring relationship, love relationship. Well, you'd be living a lie. And then you're like, wow, I was living a lie. Look at you, huh? I was living a lie. This was boring. So it can take it this element as well. It's a general reading. What is this double energy, the high priestess? There's something secret, skeletons in the closet, or somebody here is like dating, but they're still in something. Finish something before you start something. I think I labeled that for another reading. There you go. 3 of Cups. You also have a friend or somebody in your social circle who's either borderline obsessed, wants to come see you, wants to come date you, or there is something about over drinking, overspending, overindulging, and there is something about hiding this. Like maybe you're a binge eater, or there is something about a person here who you socialize with either wants something from you, right? Or there is something about third party. It means there's too many cooks in the kitchen. There's too many people here, Capricorn, you know it. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. There's 2 people there. And then you have the High Priestess and the Knight of Cups. There's a Piscean energy. Five of Pentacles. I'm also getting a person who feels either abandoned by you or left out by you, or there is something about mental health, ill health. This person keeps changing. Social. See how you're turning your back on one social invitation here and going towards another? And there is something about jealousy or dating somebody, but you're not out of a relationship. Or why does this person want to come back after they ghosted you or made you feel less than? Is it because you're on a totally new journey? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I don't want to network or collaborate with you, but I do want to collaborate on something that is on a stable foundation. You are protected. You are safe within my bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. Yep. So there is something about, I heard it through the grapevine. Or maybe you're going to socialize with people that you know, and let's just say you're already married. You're going to hear a story about what your spouse did maybe 20 years ago, and you're like, wow, they've never told me that story. Maybe they didn't feel comfortable telling you, or vice versa. It's time to play. You're working too hard and worrying about everything. Seek out joyous experience to bring balance back into your life. And so if you're bored, don't forget to take invitations. You're kind of like meh, but I think you're just comfortable. But the comfort zone, there is no growth. It almost feels like you feel guilty for going out and having fun. Change is coming. I'm here to guide you through this exciting transformation. This is a time of joyous opportunities. There's joy here, there's joy there. There is so much social invitation, being a social butterfly, but I would actually lean back and listen more and people watch for a minute, Capricorn, because then you won't feel so drained. Increase your knowledge. Education brings opportunities. Take a course, pick up a book, or find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs to know. This is your soul desiring more, right? The milk has expired, the milk has curdled, or you're just bored. So you're bored with binge watching TV. You're bored with, I don't know, just anything. Comparing your life to someone else's life. You can have that life too. Closed doors. No good job opportunities. The current job is coming to an end. Start all over again. Right here, the Fool card is about, it's like hit the reset button. I feel like this is also the blockage. It's like what you don't see is that you're going to feel fun and fancy free of when you do just let go. But I do feel like there is somebody who is secretly obsessed with you, or there's something about a secret admirer. It's a friend. Guardian angel. Some higher power protects you from difficulties and misfortunes. Trust your guided angel. So you can give yourself permission to play. It's almost like you feel guilty for going and playing, even though you have some kind of financial problem. What if you go out and meet the love of your life? Now what? And this person's like, hey, baby, I'm going to take care of you. And you're just like, excuse me? Come again? How, that's how you know. And that's why they always say, well, why would I stop working even though I might be low on finances? Well, sometimes socialization, you get into social settings, these people want to help you. And then you're feeling uplifted, you're feeling nurtured and loved and supported right there. Fertility and celebration. There's good news. There's a whole bunch of celebration. I also feel like this could be birth, baby. It's time to think about family, life, and children. Don't sacrifice family for career. I also feel like you're going to meet somebody through a friend of a friend or a family friend or some kind of work tie. Bright ideas. Have an innovative new inspiration. Have a new innovative new inspiration. Test new ideas and break out fast. Take action on your ideas. If you have a light bulb moment, act on it. And it's not foolish to try something. Wrong direction. Reckless behavior can lead to bad consequences. Think before you act. Calculated risk. So remember when I was saying, if you're in a relationship and you're attracted to a friend, make sure you're out of the relationship, that you have no baggage. I'm not saying you have to be perfect. I'm just saying. Also, the reckless behavior or bad decision, it means going out, having a good time, but no one have discipline and say, you know what? I've had my 3 drinks and I'm going home. You can still go out and have fun. Let's say you landed a job and you're like, haven't even got your first paycheck, and you're buying the whole bar around, right? I get it. When things are good, when things are flying high, you want to do nice things. The achiever excels at everything, sets high standards for self, can be a workaholic, wins contests and prizes, always comes in first, prone to high stress. It could be you here, Capricorn, the overachiever. Like, I dated somebody who was an overachiever, an overdoer, and guess what? They didn't make time for the relationship because achieving things were never enough. It was never good enough. No matter how much he achieved, it was never enough. And then so, you know, it got smaller and smaller, and I got more disappointed and disappointed, and to the point where I was like, maybe your achievements are more important to you than love. The traveler, always on the go, inspired to see new countries, flight attendant pilot, free-spirited, nature, and well-cultured. Okay, so when you're socializing, letting loose, having fun, you could be also traveling. Traveling and meeting somebody here, Capricorn. Maybe you do work travel. The officer, policeman, woman, security worker, keen eye for trouble, may abuse their power, brave and willing, makes others feel safe. The picky one, here's a picky poodle, would rather be alone, doesn't let others in easily, highly selective in love, rejects suitors often, too busy to be bothered, dreamy and unattached. So even though this person has emotions, but they're just emotionally detached. And you could deem this person as not actually loving you, but maybe they do. The professional works at a large company, climbing the ladder, works a 9-to-5, well-trained at profession, business-minded, pressure to compete. Yeah, there could be a pressure in the office, but I'm also getting like a jealous friend around you. Or look here, Capricorn, if you're in a relationship and you're interested in the friend, make sure you're not in a relationship, because this other person is going to find out, and then you're going to be the you know, the one wearing the facade. Or there can also be something about limerence or fantasy or fake friends also, right? When you're doing good, watch what comes out in the woodworks. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Like, share, subscribe, and Capricorn, if you want to book a private reading with me, you can do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website, and you can check out the options there. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.